choice between this or going back to being a slave, then I choose to fight.
What amazes me is how anyone could have that kind of power and yet keep it hidden all this time.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Let's Play, let me turn that down just a little. That was a little bit loud. Let's play Tales of Arise. Well, I completely forgot what game I was playing. I'm amazing. We just fought the Hunter. I know it's been a little bit... I'm on the road a lot lately, so it's a little bit hard for me to, like, sit down and actually have time to record, because stuff is happening. It's in the middle of travel season, going across the country, seeing friends, seeing, not friends. That's not odd. People who are more than friends, so how I meant for that to come out. Oh, wow. Is this the capital, or is this just some city?
Are we in the right place? This place looks like a mess.
Yes, this is Niez, the capital of Mahag Saar.
What the hell?
I don't see any signs of people. And the buildings.
Yeah, this doesn't seem like the kind of place people would actually live.
No soldiers, no Danans, not a soul to be seen. Yet look at these facades. This is clearly a Renin district.
What the fuck happened?
Hey, check out that drawing on the castle gate. That's the Darkwing's crest.
Wait, the Darkwings are in this?
It's from an old Danan legend about a hero who defeated an evil king with a torch and their trusty owl. That's his crest. I'm sure of it.
Really? First time I'm hearing it. So if someone drew it on the gate...
It must mean the Renins have lost control of the city.
Interesting.
Are you suggesting the Danans rose up and defeated the Lord here? Hard to believe, but not entirely unthinkable, given the evidence.
Let's look around and see if we can find someone. They might be able to tell us what happened.
Okay, that's
This is horrible.
Is there truly no one here?
Okay, this is super interesting and super unexpected.
All of these ruins look like they were made pretty recently.
But if that's the case, then where do you think the people that used to live here went off to? There must have been Danans and Renins, right? That's a good question. Even if the Danans rebelled and managed to overthrow the Renins here, there should still be some people around.
This debris... Do you think it could be the work of Renin astral arts?
Perhaps, but the appearance of these ruins is rather uniform, which leads me to believe otherwise.
Hey, Rinwell. That story you told us about the Dark Wings, it said that the evil king was vanquished with a holy flame, right?
Yeah, that's right.
Then there might be some truth to that old story after all. It looks like all the rubble here had been scarred by flames.
Let's not jump to any conclusions just yet. If we can find someone around here, we might be able to get them to tell us what happened.
Because here's the thing. I really expected that Eliminacia was going to be the one place where, like, the Danans weren't just... After the way the game started, it would be, like, the one area where the Danans were, like, not subjugated. And we'd kind of see a different way of looking at it. But to actually have, like, freedom fighters that beat us here, very unexpected, very cool. Oh, interesting. I'm trying to figure out how to change, because people have said you press select and then you... That's definitely not working. I thought maybe something from this screen would do it. This is such a weird... I'm gonna find out, actually. 1 second. okay, I'm a dumbass, although I'm not entirely a dumbass. I've been in here before, I'd seen the edit button, but here's the problem. I'm dyspraxic, so I kept seeing that, and I would press left bumper, thinking it was right bumper, because my left and my right get messed up, and I would come to this, I'd be like, well, this isn't a way for me to change party members, but because something actually came out, I thought I was hitting it correctly. So we definitely want, our healer. We can't get rid of her. I'm gonna try it without Alphen and with me controlling, Law.
Dohalim, you forgot to take care of the fire yesterday.
What do you mean, take care of? Ah, yes. You meant to put it out?
Yep. If it stays lit, we could end up in real trouble real fast.
I see. I apologize for not realizing that. I shall be more careful in the future.
The way he's talking, it's like the thought of putting it out himself never even
Levi,
occurred
would
to
he?
him.
He's been a lord his whole
Moving
life.
on, Dohalim, I should mention that the clasp for your cape is about to come undone.
Oh yes, I tried to fix that myself, but it simply refused to cooperate with me.
I can't believe I'm hearing this. Are you telling me Renans can't even dress themselves?
Lords like Dohalim have attendants that take care of just about everything they need. So I'm not surprised he sometimes struggles with the basics.
I mean, that does make sense.
Even by those standards, you've got to admit, this is still a little extreme.
Shionna's got a point. I mean, you don't see Renans like her needing so much help to get stuff done.
In my case, circumstances forced me to learn how to be independent. Even so, I still think Dohalim could afford to pick up a few more
There's a big
self-sufficient
difference between
skills.
could afford to and is an idiot for not
Well,
knowing.
specifically speaking, what would you suggest that I learn?
For starters, I think it'd be good for you to learn how to dress. And put on shoes. How to comb your hair is equally important. And learning to manage your possessions better. And then from there...
She sounds like his mom rattling all that off.
Oh, and another thing. About your owl, Rinwell.
What is it?
When he starts to molt, would you be willing to give me his old feathers? I think I could find a use for them.
What do you intend to do with those?
Well, recently, I haven't been sleeping well. However, I hear pillows made from owl feathers are very comfortable and wish to make one.
This is why I hate you, Renans!
But why?
Did I say something offensive?
Next time, put your own needs aside for a second and think about how someone might react first.
Wait, hold
Then
on.
Consider if it's worth
He's not
asking at
asking
all.
her to pluck the owl? Like, the fuck? I'm actually completely with Dohalim on this one. Like, if the feathers are falling off regardless, what? Maybe molt means something other than because I think of molting as just like snakes shedding their skin, like it's just a thing that owls do, or birds in general do. Interesting. Okay, so we're going there. Yeah, what is this little like side area? Inquiring knees want to know. Yeah, I see you up here. I didn't have to look for you. Red rose corsage. Oh, I heard a cat though. I heard a cat.
Look, Hoodle! One of your buddies!
Why can't I interact with the cat? Oh my gosh, worst game ever. Why am I playing this? I don't want to play with owls the whole time and then have a cat right in front of me that I can't pet. I kind of figured it would be something like that. I'm like, you can't put this big thing, like this big castle gate here. Although I thought they said that the Darkwing's crest... The Darkwing's quest? I guess that's what they meant by on the castle gate. God, can you imagine if I, like, try to be, like, super cutesy? I'm just like, and today we're gonna be following you Visions of War?
What are those out in the valley? Windmills? They're huge.
They're most likely used to harvest wind astral energy, so they have to be big.
Is that what you're talking? That is not really out in the valley. I was all looking out here. This is such a cool, like, reversal. My big question is, like, how recently did this have to happen if Dohalim had no idea what was going on? Because he hasn't been like, oh yes, but I mean, like, he seems not shook, but not aware of this as a possibility. I love the birds. You know, you just have like this. I have to wonder if they like studied ruined battlegrounds or something, because there's a certain aesthetic to this place.
Stop right there. Don't move.
They have us surrounded.
Who are you? Where did you come from?
You first! Show yourself!
I'm the one asking the questions here. Don't try anything funny. One wrong move, and I guarantee we'll blow you away.
What are you...
My name is Alphen. I came here from Calaglia.
Alphen? The wielder of the blazing sword?
Yeah, do you not see it? It's on his back.
Getting pretty famous, isn't he?
Here is my proof. Will that suffice? Or do I have to burn down one of those houses to make my point?
No need. I believe you.
That is pretty hard evidence to fake.
I'm Beifong of the Darkwings. Sorry for threatening to blow you away. We're still hunting down the remnants of the enemy forces, so everyone's more than a bit on edge right now. Please forgive me.
Remaining? Wait, you mean you already took down the Lord of this realm?
That's right. We took her weapons and turned them right back on her.
Well, that's impressive.
Are you the Danon leader here in Niez?
Nah, I'm just one of the commanders. Deadeye's the one who runs the show. I'd be happy to take you to him. Just one problem. The Renans. Seems the rumors you were running with them were true. You do understand, right? I mean, we only just liberated the city from their kind. Everyone's short on trust. And for good reason. Especially Deadeye. I think it'd be best if those two waited outside.
Yeah, I don't think that's going to happen.
Not going to happen.
See, I told you.
I don't think it's a good idea for us to split up. It's too dangerous.
Then it's on your head, friend. Our base is that way.
I really like, as I was wondering about
You could
this.
have left me behind, you know.
This isn't just about you, Dohalim.
Ah, yes.
I guess even after you beat the Renans, your work's only really just begun, huh?
Yeah. This place seems like it's got a lot of issues to fix.
So just-
Hey, are we gonna get going or what?
No, I'm what, Law is rude. That's really, really interesting though that they have that. I'm a little bit disappointed. This is the first, like, female Renan Lord, and apparently she's gone before we even get here. I wanted to see if anything would be different. I didn't really expect that it would, but I wanted to see. Almeidra's. I also like just how, like, a little bit of a badass Alphen was. I gotta say, the other thing is that, like, they came in and they apparently killed the Renan Lord, but how many people did they take out in the process? Like, I think that's going to be the real contention here, and I like it. Last, the LA Menacia was going to be the conflict between a Renan that is willing to listen to reason, and how will Shion and Alphen react to that? Because Shion wants to take down all the lords, and Alphen's like, but we don't have to fight this one. It ended up kind of sidestepping the issue because, Dol Halim was willing to stop being a lord, like, and apparently that was enough to satisfy Shion. Here, we have a group of Renan resistors that see Renan as the enemy, not just as You know, they're not there to liberate Danans. They are there to destroy Renans. And how will our party react to that? Because ostensibly we should be on the same side, but I guarantee you we're not going to be. Like, this level of devastation, I feel like the Darkwings are almost as big a threat to Danans as the Renans are. Like, yes, the Renans are dead, but it seems to be like the majority of the city got taken out in the liberation. But that's just me surmising as I dash about. Dash a boot. Right now, these are temporary accommodations. Well, I might as well build something better and move into that. Okay, don't see anything else, so I'll go ahead and move in here.
So you're elfin, are ya? Thought you'd be bigger. Huh. Guess the armor beefs you up a bit. You've got a lot of people talking, you know. But in this town, I call the shots.
Yeah, the background music just immediately told me.
By my rules here. Just remember that. Gotta say, I didn't expect you to run with a gang of women and kids. Those other lords must have been real pushovers, huh?
Seriously? Are you this rude to everyone you meet?
Don't interrupt me, you brat. Didn't your parents teach you any manners?
What, you?
So you're the one who took down the lord of this realm, huh? How'd you pull that off?
We just swiped the Renan's explosives. And then we blasted them all to hell and back.
Explosives? That's a pretty bold approach. But how'd you manage to avoid hurting your own people?
He didn't?
I didn't, that's how.
Yep.
The chance to take out a lord was worth the sacrifice.
Exactly how I thought this would go.
And the Lord? What did this sacrifice earn you?
Unfortunately, we couldn't manage to finish her off. But now we've really got the girl on the run.
She ran? A lord?
Yeah, the lady was just a coward. She had a whole lot more bark than bite, that's for sure. She's probably hiding off in a hole somewhere. But not for long. We'll find her and drag her right back into town. Then she'll get what's coming to her.
I wouldn't be so sure. She may run, but she'll
I was
never
gonna say,
go
if you
quiet.
didn't...
Shut up, Bright Eyes! I would have run you through already if you weren't with the blazing sword here.
The whole reason you're fighting is to free the Danans in this realm, is it not? If so,
Shut your
then...
mouth, witch! That's enough! If you're really fighting for us Danans, why keep these bastards around? Why haven't you killed them already?
I'm not going to kill these bastards.
Oh. Is that the case, huh? Then tell me the point of the show.
They're my friends.
Friends? Renans are Renans. The scum-sucking bastards who've been draining our souls for 300 years now! But you knew that. Maybe it's because you and the little lady are friends and more.
Okay, did not expect Alpha to actually slug him, but I'm really glad he did.
Son of a... You'll pay for that!
That's enough. Deadeye, you know that was completely uncalled for.
All of you, get the hell out of my realm! And don't ever come back!
So are you saying that you're the
This is
lord of
Danan's
this realm?
And it's ours, understand? I call the shots here. And I make the rules. I do, Deadeye, leader of the Darkwings!
Yeah! Deadeye! Liberator Deadeye! You are the true leader of this realm! We're not afraid of any Bright Eyes!
It's only a matter of time before I throw every last Bright Eye out of this realm!
The Darkwings! The Darkwings rule!
really enjoyed that. And Alvin actually standing up for, like, I mean...
Wait up. Told you so, didn't I? You should have left your Renin pals outside.
You don't agree with him, do you? I could tell by the look on your face in there.
That's how things are with him. He loses his temper, then I step in and calm things down.
Better you than me.
If that's all, I think it's past time we were going.
Look, I just wanted to apologize for what Deadheim said in there.
At least somebody's got some manners around here.
He didn't used to be like that. But, well, that's what losing most of your loved ones will do to a man. He may never forgive the Renins.
It's a little ironic how indistinguishable his manner is to that of a lord.
Hey, Beifan? Deadeye mentioned the Lord is still on the run. Any ideas where she might be?
We looked all over, but found no traces of her. We heard some rumblings about activity in Estaluva Forest, but that's it.
Estaluva, huh?
Wait, you're not going after her, are you? Certainly won't win you any favors with Deadheim.
This isn't Deadheim's war, and we're certainly not fighting it for him. Besides, it's like Shion said, her type isn't going to go quietly.
Hey, it's your funeral. Don't say I didn't warn you.
We'll be sure to keep you out of it. Before we set out, though, is there anywhere around here we can rest?
Sure. Building at the end of the road, opposite side. It's all yours. We use it as temporary lodging, to house people who don't have a new place to live quite yet.
We're not going to run into any trouble there, are we?
Rumors of a certain fiery sword have spread fast. I doubt anyone will be eager to give you guys problems. And here's where I say my farewell. You're on your own, but good hunting.
Well, okay. I'm glad they have him here.
Before you go, how come you don't hate the Renins as well?
Oh, believe me, I've got my bone to pick with the Renins. Just not with two of them I've never so much as laid eyes on before.
I really like that as a scene too, because that was a statement not from him, but
Figure
at
out what our next
Rinwell.
move is there.
Because Rinwell was definitely... I actually feel like this is a really good opportunity for Rinwell to grow as a character, because she's running into a situation where she gets to see all of her own aggression and like disdain and hatred of Renins personified.
A little compassion can make all the difference. I propose we speak to them.
So like, and all of a sudden now Rinwell's getting to see, like, this is the person you're turning into? Is this the road you really want to walk?
I get the feeling Deadheim signed up to be a rebel, so he could have a rooster rule. Heck, he's no better than a lord. In some ways, he's even worse.
I know. How could he use explosives on his own people?
And yet, despite the toll of his actions, none of the Danans we've seen seem to question his assumed authority in the least. If anything, they may well consider him a hero, which would say a great deal toward how deeply they resented the Renins here.
Still, I don't think this is as simple as saying the good guys won out over the bad ones.
Yeah, I don't either. Deadeye might have managed to drive the Renins out of Niaz, but that doesn't make the way he did it okay. No matter which way you look at it.
A victory that's earned by throwing away the lives of his own people? No, that isn't a victory at all. I can understand that the Danans here are standing up against their oppression, but that doesn't mean they have to humiliate all Renins just to settle the score.
I'm perfectly able to stand up for myself, Alphen. Besides, I'm used to it by...
But you shouldn't have to be, Shion. It's just... What I mean to say is, when you've been a slave for so long, it's easy to accept that's how it should be because it's all you've ever known. Constantly being belittled is no different. I don't think that's fair. For me or for you.
And then here we have actually differences. Let me go and see what this is. Why does everybody have to be such cowards? If we don't get this taken care of, things are never going to change.
What's wrong?
Zeugles. Pretty common variety of them, to be more specific. Rumors say it was Lord's favorite kind of Zeugl. People are afraid to go anywhere near him.
All right.
Huh? I can understand the hesitation. Need him gone? We're more than capable of taking care of him.
What the?
I don't want you to just exterminate them. I mean, I can use materials from them. That'd be great, too. Not building. Studying. If I can demonstrate the fearsome and dangerous Zoogles can be used by handy tools, motivate people to hunt them more. Can't always expect people like you to come along and solve our problems now, can we? So, you're trying to be more self-sufficient? That's very commendable of you.
Hey.
Actually, what about the material you're looking for?
Yeah!
Sure.
Good.
Great. I'm just a bunch of people, you know that? See what I can turn all this into.
All right.
Nice. And boop.
I just don't know, man.
Don't know what?
Deadeye managed to drive out a real live Renin Lord. That's incredible. And he seems to have a lot of supporters surrounding him, too. But he's got an attitude worse than any angry Zoogle. Plus, Niaz is in utter ruins. I don't have a clue what his game is.
Yeah, he's very
The
short-sighted.
Renins are powerful. And because of that, it takes a strong leader to have any hope of toppling them. However, when you take down one dictator only to replace them with another, ultimately it's just business as usual.
If it'd been Zephyr instead of Deadeye, I don't think things would have turned out like this.
Rinwell.
Yeah, I think so too. Zephyr did things differently top to bottom. He's not the kind of person who would have forced his own views or decisions on other people. When you do that, you're ruling over others, not leading them.
To be honest, I don't know what I would have wanted my dad to do if he was in that position.
Law.
The whole thing feels weird in a way. It's a weird kind of feeling, but at the same time, part of me also feels happy. Deadeye and my dad are two very different men. For now, I'm content knowing that.
So yeah, this is also, I mean, I'm very glad this is happening. I was a bit concerned because we kind of talked about the fact that in the first 3 areas, we didn't get a lot of character development. We didn't get to explore a lot. We like met them and then they just kind of stayed static for the most part. So now that we're not actively introducing characters anymore, I'm really glad we're taking these moments to really like talk about where people came from and, you know, what their perspectives on things are.
The city is liberated, and yet the air still hums with fear and anxiety. It reminds me all too well of how Vicente once was.
Hums? You mean like music?
Yeah, none of this sounds like music to my ears. In fact, I've never seen any Danins with musical instruments in my life.
You don't need instruments to play music. It can emerge naturally from the sounds of people going about their day and the hustle and bustle of life.
You seem to care a lot about music, Dohalim. I didn't know that about you.
Have I not mentioned it? Before I was a candidate for the lordship, I had my heart set on the life of a musician.
You? A musician?
Indeed, music enriches the world around us. I trained day and night to hone my art. Words could not describe my bliss, as my notes carried with them the sights and sounds of nature, the ebb and flow of time, and the thoughts of people on the wind.
Dohalim.
Forgive me. My loquaciousness can get the best of me at times.
Don't apologize. It's interesting hearing what Renin culture is like.
Even though the Renins destroyed all of our arts and culture.
That's not Dohalim's fault.
Personally, I was interested in the music of Dana as well. The fact that generations of lords deemed music to be of no use to their slaves and outright forbade the ownership of instruments is lamentable. Not that my words can undo the damage already done.
Okay, I would ask you to use a slightly better word than lamentable for that. The fact that we wiped out your people and enslaved you is less than optimal. Like, you can have a bit stronger of a word there, but I do think that's a good episode. I do think between the first 2 parts, we do have about 30 minutes, so I'll go ahead and save here. See you next time for the Law Hour, as I go ahead and start learning how to use this guy, because I want to see the 2 new characters, but I really like Ridwell, and I'm not getting rid of my healer. So, yep.